Have you ever wondered why life exists only on the Earth, not on Venus or Mars? Though availability of liquid water is a major factor, there are a lot of other complicated factors which involve when it comes to find life or find planets which can sustain human life. Welcome to the nook and corner where future techies come to get inspired, as we explore the Goldilocks zone and its importance in finding extraterrestrial life. Backstory. The name Goldilocks refers to the children's story about a girl named Goldilocks who wanders into a forest and finds a cabin in the woods. The cabin seems empty upon entering, but on inspection, she finds three of everything. For example, a bowl of food too hot, one too cold and one at a perfect temperature for her to eat. Similarly, this sweet spot can be found everywhere in nature and in the universe. The zone. The Goldilocks zone refers to the habitable zone around a star where the temperature is just right, not too hot and not too cold, perfect for liquid water to exist on a planet. Liquid water is essential for life as we know it. Wherever we find liquid water on Earth, we also find life. The only life we know about is our carbon-based life, and water plays a crucial part in our own existence, and so it's only natural that we direct our attention to planets and locations capable of having liquid water, said by Professor John Webb of the University of New South Wales. Extending into other star systems. The location of a Goldilocks zone around another star depends on the type of star. Bigger hotter stars have their Goldilocks zones further out, while smaller cooler stars such as M-type red dwarf stars have habitable zones much closer in. Red dwarfs are the most common type of star in the Milky Way galaxy, and have very long life expectancies, which means that life should have lots of time to evolve and develop around such stars. Observations by the European Southern Observatory's High-Accuracy Radial Velocity Planet Searcher has concluded about 40% of red dwarfs have super-Earth-class planets orbiting in their habitable zone. Alternatively, NASA's planet-hunting Kepler Space Telescope searches for planets orbiting in the habitable zones of Sun-like stars by looking for planets with an average 365-day orbit. More than just temperature. Just because a planet or moon is in the Goldilocks zone of a star, doesn't mean it's going to have life or even liquid water. After all, Earth isn't the only planet in the Sun's Goldilocks zone. Venus and Mars are also in this habitable zone, but aren't currently habitable. Venus is Earth's sister planet, both are about the same size and in the same region of the solar system, and Venus once also had water. However, Venus now has a runaway greenhouse effect going on, with a surface temperature of over 460 degrees Celsius, which has boiled away all its liquid water. At the other end of the Sun's Goldilocks zone is Mars, which also once had liquid water flowing across its surface in rivers, lakes and oceans. However, the red planet is now a freeze-dry desert, with a thin carbon dioxide atmosphere, and only 1/99th the atmospheric pressure of sea level on Earth. The lack of both a significant atmosphere and a global magnetic field, thanks to its mostly solidified core, therefore the Martian surface is constantly being irradiated by the sun. Finding the sweet spot is hard. Earth and Venus could be good examples of getting it wrong. If you perform a simple calculation for Earth, taking into account the apparent reflectivity of our clouds, that is the sunlight that's being reflected back into space without heating the surface, and you ignore the effect of greenhouse gases, you can actually get the wrong answer and conclude that Earth is not habitable. And if you calculate the mean surface temperature of Venus based only on the reflectivity of its cloud cover, then one would expect a surface temperature of -10 Celsius, over 470 Celsius less than its actual surface temperature. There are at least a dozen or so potentially habitable exoplanets, planets which are in varying degrees similar to Earth. For these reasons, he said we should relax our definition of the Goldilocks or the habitable zone around stars somewhat, or we could miss a major discovery. Ultimately, when the technology and methodology improves, we will be able to measure any atmosphere around these planets, and that might give us some clue to what's really going on there, but right now these things are very hard to do. We hope you liked this video. Subscribe to our channel for more interesting contents. Thanks for watching.